Welcome, lady boys, to another ratchet garage. We haven't done one of these in probably like a year. You guys have been asking for them, and so we're gonna have quite the banger here for you guys. So you remember the shifter cart? Last time we drove this thing, we ended up blowing out the steering right there. You can see that's supposed to be straight right there. It actually bent down. So instead of fixing that, I'm thinking we just maybe put the front end of this on this and make a, we'll call it like a death trike, something like that, because it's going to be super sketchy. So I got the forks off the JM. I'm going to try to attach them to my old Yami. And then I think we might cut, the idea is to cut the frame maybe like right here, take the whole front end off, and then probably keep like the seat. We'll see how much we could keep, maybe the whole back end, and then the forks, put the handlebars back on, and for steering, and then the throttle. Right now we got a gas pedal, and we'll rig that up so we got a twist throttle. And then the shifter is one of the things I'm not quite sure about right now, so we're gonna have to come back to that. And then as far as brakes go, obviously they are pedal brakes. And so we got a system because it's front disc on each side, and then we also have a rear disc back there. I'd like to keep the rear brakes, but we got like this crazy master cylinders right here that head back there, and then we got some piping that actually comes around. So I think we might just cut them and then probably electrical tape them shut, because we don't really need brakes anyway. So we'll probably just roll with it without brakes. And then as far as the gas tank goes, I think this is going to come out, and I have the original gas tank to the YZ over there, so that should work. And what else do we got? Pretty excited. I think it's going to be pretty cool. The clutch right here. The clutch is so hard. It's just a normal clutch, heads right back in there. We're going to do a normal moto clutch, so that's what we know. So no more hand clutch like that, and obviously no steering wheel. So the seat's coming out, I believe. I paid quite a bit for this carbon fiber seat, but we're gonna use the old moto seat, I think, as far as I know. Should be good though. We might throw some dirt tires on. I have dirt tires for it, and then might have to chop it back here. I don't know, because it's so low the ground that if we do decide to hit some jumps or anything, because we're gonna have front suspension now, might get a little bit squirrely. Rabbit Man's supposed to be heading over here to help me with this thing, because I don't even know where to get started. I got the Sawzall out. I think that's like the first step, and then I believe we just start cutting into it. So hope you guys enjoy these videos. This will probably be like a two-part series, because obviously we got some work. So if you're not into these, I'm sorry. I will have moto videos out at the same time. These are just kind of taking some time up. I thought it might be kind of cool to do this, and we'll see how you guys like it. So let's get chopping. This poor bike right here. You guys are probably like, oh, you're cutting a perfectly good frame and shifter cart. Well, yeah, we are, because we're gonna make something even sicker. So I blew this old girl up about 5 years ago, and I blew the motor up so bad that it really wasn't worth fixing it, if that makes any sense. The resale value was so low, so that's why it's in a frame there. Don't worry about that. And then this thing, I could just bend this back up and we could drive it still, but I'm gonna kill myself in it anyway, so I might as well kill myself on a trike, if you know what I mean. So let's get hacking on this thing. All right, after checking it out a little bit more, I think we're just gonna end up cutting off the wheels, all this stuff, take the gas tank, the seat, steering. Make sure we try not to cut the throttle cable or any of this stuff, and we're just going to take this down just a bare, and then we're going to see where we're at there and see if somehow we could rig this up, because I like these supports coming off right here straight off the frame. And I think it'll keep it a little bit stronger if we keep like the main structure going right here, and then it'll end up being tipped back a little bit more. That way it'll give us a little bit more clearance, and then we'll put a lift kit right back here. That way it'll raise it up, so then we could really do some trailblazing in her. But let's get cutting on this and just take it all the way down to flat and see what we got going on here. Going on a limb here and saying that this little mini sledgehammer right here is probably going to be our best friend for this job. Oh shit. Anyway, we're going to be using this baby a lot, bro. Alright guys, we are breaking her down. We got all the steering, front wheels, got the clutch is still attached to all that down there, but we got it stripped down pretty good. Now for now, I'm just gonna see if I could get that thing to slide right over this and sit right there. It looks like they actually built this thing to fit a 2012 YZ 250F frame. So pretty cool of them to do that. I think the mounting brackets are actually gonna mount up right here. The suicide shifter, I think, has to stay. Definitely can't do a foot shifter on her. So we're probably gonna have to keep this as like a hand shifter, maybe on the side of us right there. I don't know. Probably gotta definitely pull the seat unless Spanky wants to sit back there. We could ride passenger in the back. I'll be up front. Might get a little sketchy. But let's see if this frame sits up on here. All right, so it might not look like much now, but if you take a good look at this thing, it's not working. So say the forks come off to the left a little bit and then the goat cart's pointing straight, we'll be making really good left-hand corners. Maybe NASCAR worthy, I don't know. We gotta try to figure out how to get this thing straight without messing up the shifting mechanism there. If I pulled it forward like how I first put it on, that would work, but the shifter would be way behind us. And I don't know about that. Maybe if we pull the seat and move this thing back further, and then this might be in the way. I don't know, we're gonna do some thinking here and MacGyver something up. It's gonna take a lot of duct tape probably. And yeah, I don't know, probably more Sawzall and hammer work, but we'll get there. It's coming along. All right guys, so we're back and I told you guys this was meant to be, look it, frame meets up right there, so I got a little piece of metal there. I'll probably just leave that there. Sits on here perfect. The shifter's gonna be right behind our legs, so we'll be able to shift right there. And then once the forks are on, we'll probably cut this front bumper off right here. But it's actually coming together. I got the seat in the back. I'll throw the seat, the gas tank, run the fuel line down. It's got a fuel pump on it, so I'll pump that fuel down. Throw the bars on, and we're getting closer, that's for sure. Looks weird with no motor in it. I feel like the motor should be right there, but keep cracking away at it, I guess, and we'll see if this baby works. All right, we're back. So we got her set up here, did a little work while we were gone. I got this plate set up here. What I did is cleaned up the powder coat, and look at that. Oh, I won't focus. Dang it. Anyway, 10 years of welding school definitely came in handy here. So we're just gonna ground it straight to the powder coat. It'll probably work. We'll see what kind of bird crap welds we could do. We're gonna weld it to here. I got a bolt that goes through here. We're gonna weld down onto that plate. Haven't figured this out yet. Probably just put a bolt right through here. Maybe do some supports here just to help hold that thing on. Shifter's back here. The throttle, I don't know if I'm gonna leave it here, because when my feet come down, I should be able to hit it, and I might be able to hook the back brakes back up, which would be pretty cool, or I put a twist throttle up there on the handlebars. I'm not quite sure yet what I'm gonna do there. And then I still got a secondary seat back here, so whoever wants to ride along, if you guys want, I mean, hit me up, you know. We go for a cruise around town or something, but anyway, I think we're gonna have quite the rig here. She's coming along pretty good. Egg might actually go onto here, so everything's working out. So we're gonna get to welding here and get this baby rolling. Alright, you guys probably thought I just knew how to ride motorcycles, huh? You didn't know I was a freaking pro welder. Oh, look at that. Hey NASA, if you guys are watching and need anything welded on your Mars rover, hit me up. You can shoot me an email, JOEYMACFANMAIL, yahoo.com. No big deal. Anyway, we gotta keep getting going on this. We're gonna put the bolt through, weld that on, and then fire up. Good to go. Don't even need bars. So we got it welded up. We got the back welded right there. Shouldn't go nowhere. We even did the inside up in there, and we cut a little screwdriver off, tacked it in there just so it doesn't fall out. Now the whole frame's mounted on as far as I know. I guess we'll see once we get the forks on. We gotta do the forks, then put it all together, figure out the brake, the throttle. Rabbit Man's coming over right now so we can get this puppy wrapped up. We gotta get it spray painted. It might look like hell right now, but we're getting it there. So this is the end of part one. We'll be back in about a day or two with part two. We might just go back to back because hopefully we get this thing wrapped up. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the first build series of, I don't know what to name it really. So if you guys want to come up with a name for this thing, maybe we'll do like a giveaway. Maybe we'll give the Trike away at the end. I don't know. You guys let me know. So let's see who can come up with the best name so we can name this thing. And what do you think, Jelly Belly? You good? He likes it. All right, guys. We'll see you in a little bit. Peace.